So you already know how we flow.
Yep.
Here it is. We
There it
back.
is.
What's up?
What
What's
is
going
good?
on, mans and womans?
Woman.
What's
What's
here?
up?
So you already know what time it is. You already know what game it is, and you know what day it is. It is a Monday, and we back at it like bad habits and crack addicts. It is January. No, it's not. It's June 1st. It is June 1st. You know what I'm
Halfway through the
saying?
year.
We got the
Mhm.
team. You know what I'm saying? Technically speaking, new. So, look, I know we usually do the technically speaking news and news that you can use and news. Damn it, we just gonna clap ourselves in here for another day. All right.
All
Welcome to
right.
June.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk too much because I'm gonna let my mans take it over. Don,
Yep.
what's
What up?
up? Dr. Poole,
Yes, sir.
what's popping?
Nothing much, man. As far as life goes, it's the same shit. Are we doing just a classic introduction and a welcome back, or you want me to get right into these NBA finals?
Man, we can jump right to it, brother. Jump right to it.
All right. And you got the Spurs versus the New York Knicks, man. I'm so excited. I wish it was a day earlier, if you know what I'm saying. And then we
Yeah.
got San Antonio fan over here, Bobby with an I, right? Bobby, let us know how you're feeling right now.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you know we are pumped. We have been watching all 7 games of the Western Conference Finals, led by yours truly, Victor Wama. We also call him Wimby, Alien. He's got all sorts of crazy nicknames and stuff, man. San Antonio was lit on Saturday night. They had like a full blown like Nike ad with like a little alien sign over it that they did with like a drone show. I don't know if y'all saw any of that footage and stuff over there where you're at, but
Nah, we didn't see that.
it was crazy. It was crazy. We were we were talking about leaving the country. We're like, we're all going honking. That's what we do here. If you're tuning in from San Antonio, boy, don't be wretched. Don't be that person on the street, y'all. Like, don't be blasting us on San Antonio, making us look like hoodlums. All right,
Oh
let's go
man.
celebrate, man. Because people
Oh,
act dumb whenever the Spurs win. People act stupid when
so
the
if you saying
Spurs.
that, I think
I'm
you just
sorry,
said
Is it the
you said
people or
something
the
you didn't
man.
alcohol?
say.
Probably the alcohol more than it is
No,
the
no,
people,
I
right?
don't. I don't know when we were growing up and the Spurs won and we would go down military honking and stuff. We'd be out there celebrating and like throwing our hands around and stuff. And now you got people standing on top of cars and twerking, and now they got like 17-year-old boys now like brain dead and stuff because the car took off that he was on top of. Like, I don't know how you
Whoa.
do these things, and it is they're out here making San Antonio look bad. But listen, let's keep it focused on the Spurs, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm
They
gonna
still
go
got four
out the
more to
gate.
go though. You know,
Listen,
you making it seem like they already
listen.
got the championship. You
Well,
know something we don't know
because
about?
there was a lot of people already counting them out. They were like, "Oh, OKC has already got the stats. They got the wins, this and that, but they did not make it."
I'm gonna tell you, I knew
Spurs
OKC.
led the
I'm
entire
surprised
seventh
OKC got
game.
that far. I mean, don't get me wrong. OKC
Yeah.
was the defending champion, but the only reason why they were the defending champions because Wimby was out last year because he had that blood clot.
Oh,
Just
that's possible.
real
That
I
talk.
got
is
a couple of thoughts on that too,
that
man.
is
And I'm
crazy.
not a Spurs fan at
But you know
all.
what? Congratulations to the New York Knicks making it to the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations though to them because they have not had or even been in a champion since 1973.
Oh, that's not true. Last time they were there was in
Oh,
1999.
99.
was it 99?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
went
The
against
first
the
time since
Spurs.
the 99 Finals. Okay, so you know what's funny about that? When Lincoln at the time, he was 22 years old,
Dude,
and
David
now.
Robinson, man, Sean
Mhm.
Elliott.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had the
those are
That was a
general
squad,
then.
bro.
Those are like local celebrities here. I had seen Tim Duncan call him the Admiral.
They
Not
got
Tim
the
Duncan,
dread
but
now,
David
man.
Robinson. I
David
know
Robinson.
Tim Duncan, man, he's looking rough. But you know what? He
He
should be
looking
enjoying.
rough.
He should be enjoying his retirement. Let that man look as rough as he wants. Okay, as
Yeah,
long as
he
he's
got
got the skills that already paid the bills, that are still paying the bills. Like.
he got hair. That's all I gotta say. That man still got hair. But you know
Hmm.
what? And
Mm-hmm.
he was how old? 22 and 99, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's still in his 40s. He's like in his late 40s. That's
Right.
not bad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
I'm still a
Um,
damn it.
But yeah, no. And then of course, got Victor Wemby going up against
Wimby.
Brunson. Yeah, we call him Wemby. Man, we got a
What
lot of
did
a
you
lot
think
of good
about the playoffs,
players.
Corey? Did you see any of the playoffs yet?
Man,
Just conversational wise. What's up, Corey?
no,
You
no, no.
seen any of the playoffs, man? You
Yeah,
watching it?
I watched them with my son, man. Let me just say this. I like the city of Oklahoma. I do. I don't like the team. They
Okay.
and then SGA, you know,
Uh-huh.
when Kobe used to shoot the ball and used to fake and get people to get the jump shot, and then
Yes.
he tried to do it. The problem is SGA was bad at it.
Yeah,
He
we're gonna get
still
into that too, man. We're gonna
okay.
spend a little bit of time on the flopping segment. I got some
Yeah,
stuff for that. Oh, go
All
ahead.
right,
Go
I
ahead.
can't wait to
but you know
hear.
what I'm saying.
That's good.
But like honestly, I think now as far as the East Coast, like I thought James Harden and Cleveland was gonna pull it out, but they didn't, right?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Boston, the reason why Boston wasn't there all the way, because Tatum re-injured that injury he had last year. The
Oh, dang.
with the what is it, the Achilles, torn Achilles. I don't think it healed properly, which is ouch. You came
He
back too
did come back.
early, huh?
Yeah, he came back at record
Yeah,
time, man.
but he got that same injury. So and those injuries are career ending injuries. And I
Yeah.
know that Tatum was balling when he was back in, but that goes to show you, man, you come back too early, you can be able to mess up not just yourself, but the whole entire team. Now, Boston, they
Mhm.
were out of it. Like, and you know, Boston has always been a playoff franchise. They always get there.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they had Shaq on there, they got there. And no, nothing against Shaq, but at that time, the NBA was a runners league. Like everybody running.
Plus, he was
But yeah,
old. For
yeah,
me,
he
I
was.
didn't get to see too much of it, man. I'm disappointed in the NBA as far as the streaming services, man, because for like 70% of the games, I didn't get to watch because it was only streamed on Peacock or it was playing on NBC. So most
Yeah,
of
what?
these games I had to follow highlights, man. Like I'm getting
Oh
the
man.
update by the minute on my cell phone, of the games
Yeah,
and shit. It's terrible for the NBA, and I wonder if Silva, right, Adam Silver or whatever his name is going to try and make some changes to broaden the market for the NBA, man. Because I was able to see some games on Amazon Prime, but
yeah.
not compared to how many total games there were during the entire playoffs.
Nah, I feel
Did
you.
you guys have trouble seeing any of the games, or was you guys had no
No, no,
trouble?
no, no, because we had I mean NBC local here, but ain't nobody watch on NBC. We already had Peacock,
Yeah,
so it was
I
one of the streaming services that we kept. So
yeah, I got the streaming services because of the fact that my mother-in-law loves watching these things too, and it was simple. So I was like, "Oh, Peacock." I don't matter by the way. I don't have cable. I just
Yeah,
have
me
stream.
neither.
I just have
Yep.
the internet. So I mean, I was like, okay, so it was on Amazon Prime or Peacock. I'm like, okay, it's cool. I got them both. I'm not
Yeah.
tripping. But what I would say is this. I think honestly, I think the Western Conference Finals is going to be better than the NBA Finals. I just think so.
It
Uh,
could be. Could be. I
you
like the
know,
matchups, man. Like, are you guys familiar with the squads? Like, obviously the Spurs, but like, you guys know Carl Anthony Towns, man. You guys ever see him play?
I saw him play when he was in Minnesota when he was with
mm.
what his name Anthony Edwards,
Yeah.
and he
So
honestly he was whack. He
Yeah.
was
I
look,
whack
want
over
to.
there,
they have Towns going up against Wemby right now.
which is a horrible,
Yeah, well,
horrible.
it could be. It could be. I mean, it depends, right? Because if you look at the way Chet Holmgren played, right? Like, if you ask me, he's the reason why OKC didn't pull out Game 7 was because you can't have your All-Star center only taking 2 shots an entire game. That's
Right,
just ridiculous. But ultimately, like when you look at those two centers, Chet Holmgren and Carl Anthony Towns, they're almost exactly identical. They both stay on the outside and pop the three. They are not super active down low in the post, and they're about the same size compared to Victor Wembanyama. The difference is, though, Carl Anthony Towns, I don't think he's going to be afraid to actually go at Victor Wembanyama the way Chet was, right? Because
right.
even though I didn't get to see majority of the games, I saw the highlights, but more importantly, I heard the people talking about it afterwards as well. And it's like, I don't listen to Stephen A for everything, but like I take his advice on this one, right? Like, you know,
Mm.
it's like the
Yes.
flopping thing, right? right? Like,
Look,
what do
that
you
was
think?
just
Buddy?
absolutely terrible. Okay, so I'm going to point out a couple of things that we saw. I think it was like game 2 or game 3. We were talking about how stuff was happening in front of the refs and they were pretending like it wasn't happening. There was one player on OKC who grabbed Castle's hair and pulled him back really ugly in front of the ref. Like you can go back and look at the replay as we were all doing. We were like, this guy chose not to
Yeah.
call that, right? And so there were, I think, one, maybe two refs that were like no longer in the game. I could be wrong. If I recall, maybe some of the cheese I was listening to, like a couple of refs got pulled because they weren't calling stuff that they knew full and damn well were fouls.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
they mastered the
and
art of tricking people, right? Like,
it's just stupid. You rewatch some of these clips and you're like, how? Like the person didn't even get touched and they threw themselves on the floor. So every single time SGA came up to go do like a free throw, everybody in San Antonio, all if they were at the Frost Bank Center, they were like they're like, boo you flopper or something like that. They were screaming. It's
yeah.
like the whole thing. It
Let's
was
get into the
crazy.
flop series because I wanted to ask you guys a question about
So
these floppings because, like, it didn't start with SGA in
right.
Oklahoma, like. So, anyways, yeah, what did you guys think about the flopping? I saw some of the highlights, and the go downs were kind of stupid. I agree with you guys. I also saw how, like, SGA in particular maneuvers his feet to where he could put his foot behind your foot and you'll trip, or he'll step on your foot
Mm.
and catch you just so you kind of stumble and then get out of the way, also, right? So, those are little tips and tricks that in basketball they look dirty, but I mean they're very smart if you can get away with it too, But who's really the flopper in the NBA right now? Let me ask you guys that. Who's really the flopper?
Huh?
Well,
You
I
gonna say?
think it's just a generation thing, right? Because if you really look at the people who are drawing fouls, Kobe Bryant was a master at getting people in the air and drawing that foul, right?
Yeah.
Get you in the air and then he jump into you and pop it up and get in there.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really flopping, but it's not so
Nah.
much a flop game for SGA. It's the way he's getting people to foul him, right? Like he's doing things that are causing people to foul him where he's not really getting fouled, right? And
Look,
Kobe
man.
started that shit, man, with that. Oh, gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
foul. I'm going to the line. I'm going to the line now 20 times, right? It was cool
And
for Kobe, though.
but Kobe used to get the and one, so he would make the shot. Every time I see SGA shoot, I'm like, dude, and like I seen him make one, right? Because there was a time where I really wanted not SGA, but Oklahoma to go far. I didn't want them to go to the championship because I'll be honest with you, I don't think that when I start seeing all their flops and all, I'm like, dude, play the game and stop being animated. The animation gotta go. I'm
That's what I
sorry.
was thinking.
And that goes for anybody in the NBA. Like when I see a guy do like this, oh, when nobody head is near you and you do one of these just because you couldn't get through because he's guarding you well, and then you want to have the referee, you're gonna look at the referee and point him like this. Bruh, play the damn game. People didn't go to that arena and pay $400 and $500 seats for you to sit up there and do a horrible job of acting on the court instead of playing on the court. You see what I'm
going to
saying?
watch a movie instead of watch a game.
Right. I really
Great
watch
acting.
X-Men. You
What do you
feel
think,
me?
Bobby? What do you think about it? What you got?
So I didn't start looking at the science of what they're doing in basketball when it comes to the flops until I think in 20 don't listen, don't quote me on the year. It was 2014 or 2015 when the Spurs went up in the finals against Miami Heat and I watched LeBron do it. Not until that championship did I start noticing. I'm like, wait a second. There's like a whole science. There's a game to what they're doing. It's not just the basketball. It's the flopping. It's trying to get the other team to get the foul so somebody can go and get over at the
fouled out.
free throw line. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just these
They did a
these
hacker shack rule because they knew that if you could get Shaquille O'Neal on a free throw line, he ain't making it.
Yeah.
They had to create a rule specifically for one
poor
man.
Shaq.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's a thing. Even when he was out of the league, when he retired, people were like, "Oh, they're gonna go ahead and foul him because they know he's 7 feet tall. He can't make a basket." But they started. See, I think what happened is when they started recruiting these extra tall people, they were like, "Look, you don't have to run up and down the court. You sit here and make 100 free throws because Wemby was shooting. He
I'm
was
about to
shooting
say
from the 3-point line,
half court.
half
half
court.
court
Yeah,
3-pointers
I
is
was
what he was
like,
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not gonna make that every time though.
no, but
Maybe not, but
but he
he had
made
a
it when it
couple of
counted.
He's no Stephen Curry
he
now.
had that buzzer beater, man. That buzzer beater. I don't know if
Yeah.
you got to see that clip, but it was so good. I'm like, oh, dude, this is what I'm talking about. That's good basketball right there. That's
Yeah,
what I want to see.
one of the interesting things too is between Oklahoma and the Spurs is the whole entire state battle between each other. Like the rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma in itself
Yes.
is legendary, right? And so I'm sure that probably added a whole nother layer to this that me and you, Corey, probably don't even really recognize. Like, let me ask you, Bobby, were people going extremely crazy more than so because it was against Oklahoma, or were they just like, oh, whatever, it's just another team?
It's the Spurs.
Yeah, being a Texan, homegrown Texan.
I want to say honestly, it was because it was just the Spurs. I don't think it was so much a Texas and Oklahoma thing. I know for sure when it comes to college football and stuff,
Mhm.
there's definitely the issue with like Longhorns going up against the Sooners or something. So yeah, there's gonna be some rivalry right there. But I think when it came down to this, it's just a matter of the fact that the Spurs have come this far, because I don't think that they were slated to come and make it past the Western Conference Finals. So
Nah, I knew it with a healthy Wemby, of course they were. The
Yeah.
man took 3 steps from the 3-point line to a dunk. I
bro,
saw it with my
Wemby's
own
just
eyes.
huge.
I thought he was gonna lay up. He was like, shut off. I was like, what is he doing? This guy took 3 steps from the 3-point line.
Hey, but hold up. Hold on
30
a second.
foot.
And guess what? He got gang of
Wemby-
experience now too.
Wemby
Man.
is a fantastic player. He made the MVP. Obviously, y'all probably know that, right? Western Conference Finals MVP and stuff, which rightfully deserved. But a team doesn't get anywhere without being a team. He
Of
had
course.
Castle, Sale, Fox, Bryant, Johnson. Everybody was out there like making it happen. Truly
And
making
also
it
had
happen.
7'4".
And he.
Well, here's the real deal, right? Like,
crazy.
even if the Spurs don't win it this year, if anybody bets money on sports books at all, put money on the Spurs every year for the next 6 years, and I guarantee you at least 3 to 4 of those years you will win money. Oh, but we're not telling you who to bet on here, though. Technically speaking, by the way, but it's a safe bet. Like, I mean, they're probably winning this year. Yeah, I didn't think they would pull it out. I've been saying from the very beginning. I think Wemby will get to like the finals, but they won't. They won't make it past the Western Finals. But he did in a crazy game 7. But he had nobody defending him. He had no centers. He had the worst center in that particular game that you could.
They were like, Wemby's got it.
He might have got paid some money to not do nothing. The way he wasn't doing anything in that damn game. Chet Holmgren. I feel bad because I was talking him up, right? Not only on my podcast, but like on the show, I was talking about Chet Holmgren, and this guy goes 2 shots in an entire game. You're fired, right? Like you can't play basketball anymore. You can't.
Yeah, man.
Game 7 in the final. He only had like what 2 man. Whatever.
One of the things for sure, Wemby was coming in with those assists. So if somebody shot a 3-pointer and it hit a rebound, he was coming in with those assists.
Yeah, he better than the tallest person in the. He stretched his arm all the way up. He's 12 feet.
He's like he went like this and like touched the rim, like he reaches
he
the
didn't
rim.
jump. He did not jump. His tippy toes went up, and he was like, "There you go, I got it."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wemby. Shout out to the Spurs, man.
So I know the Knicks apparently have a good offense. I don't watch the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson, he's the man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson because he be making appearances in WWE too, man. We salute you for your support to the wrestling business. Yeah, man. He was gonna have a match with Tyrese Halliburton in WWE, man. He's Tyrese Halliburton, point guard for the Indiana Pacers, right? Their rivalry last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
No. That's interesting. This is good. This is going to be a great matchup. Just great.
I think it's game 6, man. What do you guys think?
Game 4.
I'm saying game 6. Spurs.
So I looked it up. I was looking at the stats and what they are anticipating. It's game 6 Spurs.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I would think. Like New York will win at least 1 at home and 1 on the road if they can't win more. They'll at least
So
win one. They're at the Garden, man. It's going to be so loud at the Garden that
yeah,
Spurs and rookie Victor Wembanyama in the NBA Finals, you might be disturbed the first game or two, right? Like I called it at the beginning of game of the last game, right? Like if the Oklahoma is going to adapt and win the next 2 to 3 games against the Spurs
mhm,
after the first game, and that's exactly what happened. But
true.
the
I just
Spurs came back, man. They got Greg Pop still talking to them in their ear too, man.
he is, he is, and that's one thing I think that's really gonna give them that razor's edge. Game one, because wait a minute, I do believe it's game one, game two, San Antonio, right? And
Nah,
then
New York was maybe I think New York was a higher seed, weren't they? Like number 2.
San Antonio was number two.
Oh, okay, yeah, they got home court, man. They got it.
You know what I'm saying? So San Antonio got home court, and San Antonio knows how to win on the road because we just saw them win game 7 in OKC. So I don't. Okay, I give New York 1,
New
5
York
1.
needs money, man. I wouldn't be surprised if New York won just so they could get the payout. The city.
You
I
know what?
feel where you're coming from, but it's too much money being swung San Antonio way.
So it's
Okay,
interesting.
you get
One
that.
of the things that we had brought up in a group chat with some friends of ours. My husband and I have a group chat with some friends, and all of us watch the game together and stuff. And some of us are probably like at the point where like, how much of this is fixed? There's some real talent. Don't
Maybe
get me
part of
wrong,
it.
but there's some part of it that we're like, how did we lose this bad and then come back with like a 20-point lead?
Well, there's
Yeah.
been a lot of exposure though. People, yeah, they've been doing investigations into the NBA, and like
I'm
last
not
year
saying
they
that's what happened, but
they
it
exposed the
makes
ring
makes you
last year.
think. Hmm.
Chauncey Billups was exposed in it. He was one of the people who was called out for betting on games and rigging games. Right? That's real
Hmm.
shit.
A couple
That's right.
Yeah.
players, a couple players, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think if anything, the refs are pocketing
That's what
Buku,
people are talking about. The
See,
refs.
the
Buku,
refs.
Mhm.
the refs. I mean refs because and look, I don't want this to be a refs bashing episode, but
It
damn
Oh
it,
no,
could
refs
be.
bashing
it's
the
It
like
refs.
could be.
it's like we clearly see somebody get elbowed in the groin, and they're like, just look the whole other way. Like,
Yeah.
dude, look, are you being paid by the NBA or by
Let's
the
take it to the
team?
replay. Oh, I don't see nothing. You
You're
don't
like,
see
what?
that. You don't see that right there. All of us see it. All 9 million people watching the game see it, but you don't see it.
And then
Okay.
also
All
you got
right.
to realize some of these refs are fans because I seen back in the day. I seen back in the
Yo,
day when one of the refs was like, Jordan, I didn't see it. Can you be a little bit more evasive? Can you let me know? I'll look for it later. I was like, dude, you're a fan. Damn it, you're a
You know the
fan.
one I think of? The one I think of is when Kobe Bryant was playing against the Phoenix Suns and he caught that elbow by Rajah Bell and the
Roger
ref
Bell.
didn't call it and he had that huge ass lump was bleeding. And he went to the ref and said, look at this fucking lump on my head. He elbowed me in the fucking head, like
And he probably was like, Kobe, I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry.
fucking refs,
Well, damn
man.
it.
Oh my
Do
God.
something about it now because I got this big bulge. Oh, we're not even gonna
Yeah,
talk about
man. I see LeBron James. You touch him with a finger, he falls. He gets a foul, man. Kobe Bryant catch an elbow and got a 2-inch knot. You don't get called, man. It's a different
that.
time,
oh,
though. It was a different
Different
time.
time. I say it's a different time, man. Different
you know
time.
what though? Game 7, there was an issue. Wemby did get fouled, but it was legit. And when they went back later, he looked at it, he was like, all right, that's my bad. There
Yeah.
was one player. I don't want to say it was a tall white dude because that's like stupid. I know, no, I don't remember the player's name. I just remember he
Right.
had like brown hair. But anyways, something happened, and when he went up to go do a layup, I guess somehow or another Wemby's hand maybe accidentally touched him or something, and his hand flew back and ended up hitting like the backboard, and he
Mm-hmm.
got like a rowdy cut on
Yeah.
his hand, and then they went back and looked at it again. Wemby was all right. That was my fault, but it all happened like really quickly, and it wasn't purposely,
Nah.
but you could tell like in the midst of everything happening up there that happened to him. I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Look, here's
Wemby's worst foul was when he fouled himself by smashing his head off the ground twice.
oh, I thought look,
Yeah, don't forget about that, man. He came back from that head injury after one
and
game this
that
year.
and that was in playoff mode. That was
Yeah,
the next game that they played. They lost that game, and so they did whatever they need to do for Wimby. I don't know. They gave him a new, like, you know what I'm saying, some type of medicine or something, because he got up and he came back, and I think that was the only game they lost in that series.
it was.
Who did they play? The Timberwolves.
Yeah, they
Or
beat Anthony Edwards and Rudy
yeah,
Gobert.
yeah,
Rudy Gobert did a pretty good job of guarding Victor Wembanyama for some of those
yeah.
games using his weight.
Yeah, because Rudy Gobert, he's a stocky, strong, tall. He's not just bones. And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, I'm not calling Wimby bones, but Wimby, when he gets older
Hmm.
and if he go bulk in the gym and tone up,
Yeah.
like LeBron said, he was like, I can't. He's like, he can't wait for him to retire. I mean, for not he. LeBron saying he can't wait till LeBron retire. He's like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that
man. I saw the matchup on a picture, and like just between those two, Wimby had like 4 inches over Rudy Gobert, but Rudy Gobert had 40 pounds over Victor Wembanyama.
yeah,
So that's kind of difference. He's tall, but yeah, he's lanky, and
He's lanky, yeah,
yeah.
which I'm pretty sure is why he got that nickname Alien, just because he's
Right.
lanky.
But Tim Duncan
I
was
saw.
the same way until he bulked up after his third year. If you go back and watch the Tim Duncan tapes,
Oh
Tim
yeah,
Mhm.
he was
he
real
was very
skinny.
slim. But he
Yeah.
got with
Well,
David Robinson in that gym.
I heard
And
he's going the Kevin Durant route though, because
mm,
even though a lot of the people are talking about he needs to get big, I've heard a couple people like Kendrick Perkins making the comparison to his workouts with Kevin Durant with how lanky he is and tall and how he kept himself healthy for the most
yeah,
part, right? He had
man,
some injuries too, but I mean, yeah, Kevin Durant, man, is a tall, lanky motherfucker too, man. He lasted his whole career pretty much, you know.
yeah. And he played about 20 years, right? No,
Yeah,
he
he's
didn't play.
got at least 10. He's got at least 10 years,
Yeah,
maybe 15. He's a vet for sure.
yeah,
Have
he's a
y'all
leader.
heard any of the rumors about Tim coming down and possibly doing some coaching?
Tim Duncan.
I saw him in the bleachers with not the bleachers, but in the office, in the
Yeah,
coach's office with Popovich. I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised. I
I saw
wouldn't
him
be
too, and
surprised.
I was thinking the same thing too, because you could tell when a player stays around that they love the game,
Yeah,
right? They love seeing the game. They're able to mentor those new players, the up and coming stars and
yeah,
stuff. And I think they said that here in San Antonio, we had Tim Duncan, it was Manu Ginobili, and like Tony Parker. Those were like our all star trio, is what we had. And I remember hearing something about Popovich saying that
Sorry.
they were good players because they were coachable.
yeah.
So if you were able to take, not necessarily the criticism, but the critique of of how a game could have been won because it wasn't won, and so on and so forth, and make those adjustments in the future games. That's actually what makes you a better player. It's not so much the skill; it's able to be coached. And I
Right.
think that goes with even outside of basketball. Just a quick tidbit. Anybody who is willing to step up and be mentored makes them a better individual altogether. If they're willing to accept those areas of their life where they need to come in and make some adjustments and stuff so that they can be successful on in the future. And the same thing with them. But yeah, shout out to the
You
Spurs
know,
and the Knicks for making it this far.